good morning, and welcome. Welcome to the meeting place where we have great, insightful conversations. And me, well, I'm Michelle O'Neill, your purposeful living coach and boundary strategist, empowering extraordinary heart centered women just like you to use your gifts, strengths, expertise, experience, and even your weaknesses to make life better for yourself and others so that you can leave a legacy, fulfill your purpose, and live, give, and receive life's riches more abundantly. And I am so glad that you are here with me. Woo, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? So, if this is your first time being here, go ahead and put hashtag newbie and give me a shout out of where you're from and your name. That would be great. And if this is you've been here multiple times before, go ahead and put hashtag legacy and let me know that you're here again. I'll give you a shout out too and let me know where you're from and your name. I can't wait to get started on today's subject. As you can see, I am already full with joy. And it's all about how we can find joy in our journey of letting things go. You know, that's really hard to do, to let things go. Sometimes it's because of fear or familiarity, or we don't like the unexpected, all those things. And so letting go isn't easy. And I'll tell you, all during my life, there are times that I had to make that change and let things go. And it was so hard for me. But the thing is, first of all, you just need to identify what it is that you need to let go. And a lot of times we hold on to things because we don't realize that they've served their time and it's time to let it go. So I have some great exercises that I want you to try when you want to filter out your life, when you're in all that busyness, when you're feeling overwhelmed, and I've got to let some of this stuff go. I can't keep going at this pace. I can't keep pushing and pushing. I'm tired. Then how do you find out what it is that you need to let go? How do you decide it's time for this to go? And so one of the exercises I want to share with you is what I call my stream of consciousness journaling. And what you do is you just sit there for 10 or 15 minutes and journal everything. Just write down everything or anything that comes to mind that you think you may need to let go of. You don't have to be sure. You don't have to overthink it. Don't worry about your grammar or your spellings or whether just write down whatever pops into your mind and what you think maybe I need to let go of. And I mean, whether it's physically, emotionally, people, whatever it is, just write down what it is. And after you're done, I want you to read through that list. Read through all these things that just came up for you that you may need to let go, and look for patterns. What are the patterns or reoccurring things that are showing up right now for you? Is it in what area of life is that in for you? Or what people or things are connected to all these patterns or all this thing, whatever this thing is? Are you seeing that one person seems to be the cause or the catalyst in all these things you think you need to let go? So maybe it's not just the things, but it's the person too. So just look at your list and see if any patterns or anything, or if it's identifying any areas that you feel that you need to give attention to or let go. And then another thing, and I just did this recently, was a digital detox. And so for some of us, it means letting go of all the digital things, whether it be social media, TV, computer, whatever it is. But for me, what I did this time is I let go for 12 hours a day, 12 to 16 hours a day, is no sound, no TV on, no music playing, nothing going, but just whatever I was working on. And what it did is it allowed for me to have time to think. And with this busyness, with us always our being distracted and looking and checking things out, we never get the time to just hear our thoughts. What is it that I really feel? What am I thinking? Because we're so busy doing that we don't allow that time to think. So take a break from whether it's your phone or your computer, social media for a day or two, or do like I did for 12 hours a day. Just allow yourself time to think and see what comes up for you. Things that you never even thought. Are there any uncomfortable emotions that you're having around certain things in your life? Are there any thoughts or feelings that you've been avoiding? Because when you're in silence, you can't avoid it. It pops in your mind. But if you're always busy and watching and thinking and reading, you don't allow yourself to feel those uncomfortable feelings or actually avoiding um, or seeing the things that you're avoiding. And then another thing, and this is so great for this time of the year. So many of us have already created our own vision boards, right? But if you haven't, go ahead and create a vision board that shows your goals and your aspirations of the things that you want to do this year, and actually shows the life that you want to be living. And then I want you to just, after you create this vision board, or if you already have this vision board, because I know that if you're like me, you already got your vision board. I want you to just take a step back, okay? And step back and look at that board and see, out of everything that you put on that board, even now, still in the first quarter, what have you already found out that no longer serves you? That maybe is not as important as you thought you wanted, or maybe you don't have that drive to do it anymore, or maybe you realize that's just not in your wheelhouse, or is not in your lane, and is not where your expertise and your talent and your creativeness actually flow. But take that step back and see what no longer resonates with you, and what no longer is along the goal of your values and your current priorities. And sometimes just stepping back helps you identify what you need to let go in that area and in those things that you thought. Your vision board may even shrink some because you're focusing on the things that are most important to you. And you're realizing that these things are what I really want to accomplish this year. I always say I'd like to go for three things, three big things that I really want to accomplish. And so every action, everything I do from that point out is to make sure those three things happen. And so it's easier for me to say no to the things that distract me from the goals that I have, my vision that I see for my life. And then when you do all this, go ahead and ask a trusted friend, family member for some feedback, because it's so easy to get locked into, and I'm a good one for this, locked into what it is you want, what it is you think, hey, this is great. This is just to get that feedback, because we have our own blind spots. And so if it's a trusted friend or someone's whose opinion you really value, they're going to tell you the truth. And sometimes that can be a difficult conversation, because you're not going to hear or want to hear everything that you're said, but it can be incredibly enlightening and empowering when you have clarity around what it is that is important to you, what it is that is time to let go. Oh my gosh, it is so liberating and freeing. And so I ask you, why is it so hard to let go? How do you work through these things? How do you deal with the challenges that come up when you want to let something go? And I encourage you to embrace the unknown. You see, so many times we hold on to these things because we don't want to let go of that familiarity. We fear the unknown and what's out there that we have no idea what it is. And we cling to what we know, even if it's not serving us at the time. The truth is that the unknown can actually be a source of excitement and possibility. One of the things that really come into my mind is as a woman when you're pregnant, if you've ever been pregnant, what are the things that you had to let go or change in your life when you start forming this child, this creation inside of you? There were so many things that you had to change. Eating, rooms in your house. You had to make room, and you made room for the new thing. Think of letting go as making room for greater creations and possibilities, because now you have the space. And look at it as a great source of excitement and possibilities. Embrace the unknown and look at it as an adventure rather than a threat. Remember as a kid when you were so excited but scared at the same time of something new? But that excitement was so great that it took over that fear and you did it anyway. That's how we want to live our lives. That we're so excited of the possibilities and the options before us. Wow. That we just want to jump in and do it anyway. We're willing to let go of that security that's holding us back so that we can embrace the possibilities of tomorrow. You want to reframe your mindset. Our mindset has the powerful ability to impact where we go and what we do. And whew, let me calm down. If we are stuck in scarcity and lack and fear, we hold ourselves back from the ability to grow and flourish and impact others. And so we have to learn ways of letting that go. And one of the best ways is to reframe your mindset and start looking at the abundance and the possibilities and the growth that you create from letting go. Letting go of that fear. Think about what you have to gain in the process, even though you are letting go. On the other side of letting go, there is always gain. You see, nothing, absolutely nothing in life is worthless, is a waste. And if you doubt me, let me ask you this. Tell me something right here and now in the comments. Something that you think you have wasted time, money, or whatever it is on. And then catch up with me in 5 years. Or I hope I remember and catch up with you. I'll even put it in my calendar to reach out to you in 5 years, and I'm going to ask you, was what you learned, was what happened back 5 years ago, was it really wasted? Oh, I bet you it was not. And then I want you to embrace impermanence. What? Yeah. Nothing in life is permanent. And I know, especially me as a woman, I want to hold on to security of knowing I have a home, I have a place. But one of the things I learned growing up in the military and with my family is that nothing is permanent. Moving every few years, learning new friends, meeting new places, going to new schools. Nothing, absolutely nothing is permanent. You're going to live and you're going to die. That's about it. And so what I say is embrace the idea of impermanence. Accept the letting go is a natural process of living. We let go every phase and season of life. Look at the trees. They let go every year of all those beautiful leaves that they've taken the time to to cultivate and grow. But there comes a season when they no longer serve their purpose, and it's time to let them go. Let them go. But there's a joy in that in a season later or 2 seasons later, they're going to get more new ones, better ones. There will be an abundance of leaves breathing and showing life. And by accepting that everything is temporary, including the things that we are holding on to, we'll find it easier to let go. It is a natural process of living and life. And so I want to give you some techniques of not only letting go, but that's what this whole thing is about. It's finding peace and joy and contentment in the process of letting go. And one of the first things I encourage you to do is listen to your intuition. Often, deep down inside, we already know the answer. Or we have some inclination of where the answer is leading. And so if we take the time to tune into our intuition and pay attention to any feelings of discomfort or unease, any restlessness, that's a sure sign that maybe we need to rethink that thing and let it go. I remember when I used to say, how do I know if something is right or wrong? And my answer was always, if I'm questioning it, if I have doubts, maybe I need to let that one go. Maybe that's something I don't need to get involved with. If it's causing me that restlessness and that unease and that discomfort, questioning myself or my judgment, I need to rethink that. And that's what we do. I want you to start doing things like creating a joy list. What is a joy list? You focus on the things that bring you joy and happiness and that infuse you with positivity and excitement. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be small things. What are the simple pleasures that you get out of life? Things like a simple cup of tea. Sitting there and looking out the window and enjoying a cup of tea while you're journaling or reading. But there's a sense of peace and contentment there. Or maybe traveling or personal growth, knowing that you're doing something to make you a better person, giving you better opportunities to help others. Maybe you want to take a trip, a cruise, whatever it is. What are the things that light you up, that bring you joy? Make a list of everything that does. And then what I want you to do is focus on this list whenever you feel stuck or overwhelmed. Whether it's a mental list or a list that's inside you or one you have on your phone. I say do it all. Print it out. Put it on your phone. Keep it in your mind. Record it. Listen to it. But whenever you feel overwhelmed or exhausted or depressed and you can't find joy in the things around you right now, take out your list and remind yourself what brings you joy. And then create what I call my mindful pockets. I use them throughout my day. And it's those pockets of times of mindfulness when you cultivate awareness and being fully present. It's sitting there in silence and just breathing, listening, smelling, listening to the hum of the air condition or the water moving through the pipes, smelling the candy, the flowers, whatever it is, but being totally present in what's going on around you right here in that space of nothingness, of quietness. And what this allows you to do is actually let go of the busyness. Let go of your regrets or your future worries because you are 100 committed to focusing on what's going on. You're breathing and observing your thoughts without judgment. Just taking them in, accepting them for what they are. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your feelings. And so I set aside those short periods. And I'm not saying it has to be many. 1, 2, even 3 throughout the day. Find that space, the bathroom, the closet, walking outside, sitting on a park bench, wherever it is that you need to go at that time and have that space and have your mindfulness pocket. Let me know if you take time to do this and how it works for you, how it feels to take that time. I want to tell you now how to move forward with confidence, with purpose, after you've learned to let go. You let go and it's like, now what? I've got all this space. I've got this time. I've let something go. The thing is, from that point on, you just take a step. Take one step forward. It doesn't have to be a big step. Take a small, simple step towards something that you want to achieve. Remember that vision board? Remember that powerful board that you know now exactly what it is that you want to focus on for the rest of the year. And because now you have space, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, to step into what it is that you want, take one small, consistent step in that direction. And the key to this is 2 things, 2 big words. Take small steps, 1 foot in front of the other. and make it consistent. Because when we make it consistent, it becomes an achievable goal, vision, aspiration. And I want you to celebrate each milestone. And it doesn't have to be a big celebration. Whether it's having your favorite piece of cake, ice cream, whether it's spending time with someone, taking an hour or 2 hours out of your day that you didn't have before because you were so busy and spent up in your life. And now you're allowing yourself to have time. Celebrate. Celebrate with that person. Enjoy time talking and catching up. But celebrate your milestone. Share it with someone else. And then you want to practice self-reflection. You can't really move forward without a deep understanding of yourself and what it is you want. What do you want? What do you really want? If you don't know, how do you move towards it? How do you take a step in that direction if you don't know what it is you want? And so you want to ask yourself questions like, what are my values and my priorities? What really matters to me? Because if I know that, that's going to help me make the decisions that I need to make. What do I want to create in my life? When you know what you want to create, it helps you stay focused. It helps you create the space for the thing that you're ready to birth. It's back to when I was pregnant. And all of a sudden, there's a room that you clear everything out of it. And you paint it. And you put in everything that you need for this new thing that you're about to birth and create. You see, you've cleared out everything to make space for something new. That's what I'm talking about. What do you want to create in your life? And then I said before, embrace the unexpected and look at it as a great source of adventure and excitement, not fear and abandonment. Be open to the new experiences in your life and be excited to find out what life has in store for you. And once you've identified what needs to let go, here are some clear steps for you to take. Set clear intentions. Identify what it is you need to let go and be specific as possible. How are you going to do it if you don't know specifically what it is you want to do? How many times have you asked someone else something and you say, can you be more specific, please? And then I want to challenge you to write it down and say it out loud. But do it with intention and create a plan. Nothing ever gets done without a plan. Identify the steps that you need to take to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Declutter your mental, your psychological, your emotional, and your physical space. And then just take action. Take action and don't allow yourself to be uncomfortable and wallow in the painfulness of letting go. But in fact, just take it as what it is. When you let go, focus on the feelings there of being totally set free, liberated, and empowered. Because now you have the space and the inclination to birth forth the thing that you were created to create. And as always, seek support. those who are going to lift you up, encourage you, tell you the truth, help you stay accountable and on track through the whole process. Don't be afraid to seek help. Okay, I'm done. Let me know, did you have some type of aha or breakthrough today? Did something I say to you touch you at the core of who you are? If you didn't, I know I did. Even though I know this, it touched me. And so if you were touched today, let me know. Put it in the comments. DM me. But let me know. Today I explored topics of how we can enjoy peace and joy and have that source and personal growth as we go through letting go of things in our lives that we've held on to, sometimes way past their time. And I discussed the challenges of letting go and gave you practical strategies for identifying what it is that you need to let go. And I even told you how to move forward with confidence. If you're ready to take steps on your journey of personal growth and to letting go and development, I invite you to claim your free, did you hear me? Your complimentary free gift of 30 days of inspiration that I have created for you. And this amazing gift is designed to help you cultivate daily practices of self-care, self-reflection, and gratitude. And by claiming your free gift, you'll receive daily inspiration and guidance, as well as have access to a supportive community of like-minded women. So if you're ready to let go of whatever is holding you back, and if you're ready to create a life that's filled with joy and purpose and peace and fulfillment, grab your free gift of 30 days of inspiration and let's make the journey of letting go a fun and joyful one together. Take care. Thank you for allowing me in your space today. Until next time. And I will put the link, totally forgot, https:// and let me put it up here for a second. Let's see if I can get it. // masteringyourmonday.life/inspiration so that you can get it. But let's do this journey together. Until next time, take care. I can't wait. Bye-bye.